Good morning dear students. Now I will be discussing on problems on natural response. So before moving on to the natural response, problems on natural response, so we'll glance some points on natural response. So the points are like this. In the last class itself I have given some notes for your reference. So natural response. So the definition of natural response, you already have studied this. The natural response, this is an output due to the initial conditions and it is denoted as yn of t. So it is also known as input response. So in other terms, the natural response, it is also called as zero state response or zero input response. So the general form can be written as, so ak dk divided by dtk yn of t is equal to 0. These are the constants and coefficients. This is a constant and this is a differential equation. So natural response, it relates with the continuous time system and discrete time systems, but here it is a differential equation. So if differential equation is there, then continuous time system will come into picture. If different systems are existing, then the discrete time samples will going to come into picture. So in this case it is a continuous time system, that's why I have written in k and t form, not in n and n form. Here it is a continuous time system. Look at this equation. The next equation, the natural response for a continuous time system is of the form. This is the general form of natural response, ci e to the power of ri into t. This is the summation, the sum of all the things, so which will come under I to n, not 0, it is from I to n. So where ri are the n roots of characteristics equation given by ak r to the power of k is equal to 0. So this is the definition of natural response. You just remember, it's a zero input response. You just have to make input as 0 when you are calculating the natural response of any given system. So this is the basic concepts or basic information about the natural response. Now I will move on to a problem on natural response. So here is the problem. Find the natural response for the system described by a differential equation. So 5 into dy of t by dt plus 10 into y of t is equal to 2 into x of t, and initial conditions are y of 0 is equal to 3. So this is what the given question is. So we need to find the natural response of a given continuous time systems. Look at this, it's a differential equation, that's why they have given the differential equation. If it is a difference equation, for example x1 of x1 minus x2, that will be called as a difference equation. If it is in that form, then this will be 5 into x1 of x1 minus x2 and 10 into y1 minus y2. In that form it will be existing. So here it is a differential equation. Differential equation always relates with the continuous time system. So that's why it is 5 into dy of t divided by dt plus 10 into y of t is equal to 2 into x of t. And here is the initial condition, that is y of 0 is equal to 3. And given data is 5 into dy of t plus 10 into y of t is equal to 2 into x of t. So in order to get the natural response, we have to make the input as 0. Look at this, x of t is equal to 0 and y of 0 is equal to 3 is an initial condition. This is the initial condition and this is a given data, and input x of t should be 0 if you want to get the natural response. Look at this, 5 into dy of t by dt plus 10 into y of t is equal to 0. This term we need to make it as 0. That's what I did here. So if you want to get a natural response, you make input as 0. That's what I did here. 2 into x of t will become 0. So this is the standard form of natural response. Next step is to obtain the characteristic equation. We need to get a characteristic equation. So replace the main equation, that is dy of t by dt is equal to r. That's what I did here, 5 into r plus 10. Look at this, it is in the form of dk and if you transfer you will get r to the power of k. So dk y of t by dt. In place of dk y of t, you just put r into r to the power of k. That is nothing but 1. It is a power of 1. Y of t is a power of 1 or order of 1. Look at this from equation 1. From this equation, I am calculating the value of r, that is 5. In place of dy of t by dt, you can write r to the power of k. So r to the power of k, the power is 1, that's why 5 into r plus this is 1. Y of t will be 1. There is no notation or there is no importance for y of t. That will be 1 only, because that is not a differential term, it's a normal term. So we just write y of t will be 1 only. So that will become 10. 5 into r, because I have replaced dy of t by dt by r to the power of k. That's why I have written it as r, or r to the power of 1 plus 10. Y of t is 1, that is equal to 0. So now you calculate value of r. R is equal to minus 2. So next, the natural response. So how to calculate or how to get the natural response? The natural response, we have an equation for natural response. I show you that equation. Here is the equation. Have a look at this. So yn of t, the natural response for a continuous time system is of the form yn of t is equal to summation 1 to n ci e to the power of ri into t. So the same equation I have written here. Look at this, c into e to the power of 2t. So in place of r I have written t 2, because it's already calculated value. R is equal to 2, so r is equal to minus 2. That's why I have written it as r is equal to minus 2. ci is 1 only, so in place of I we are going to write 1. 2 in place of I, it is 1. E to the power of ri is 2. So once again I will write that equation, that is yn of t is equal to summation I is equal to 1 ci e to the power of ri into t. So I am just comparing this equation. Yn of t is equal to ci e to the power of r is minus 2 into t. Now this is the natural response. Now you operate with the initial conditions, that is substituting y of 0 is equal to 3 in equation 2. We just substitute y of 0 is equal to 3 in the above equation, that is equation number 2. We are going to get that y of 0 is equal to 3. This is the main equation. Y of 0 is equal to 3, and that is equal to c into e to the power of minus 2t. In place of t you just put 0. So if you are going to put 0, this term will be 0. So then e to the power of 0 will be 1 only. So therefore c is equal to 3. Therefore the final value or the final natural response will be like this. That is yn of t is equal to 3 into e to the power of minus 2t. You just take this, you just put the value c and r value in the natural response. Value of c is 3 and e to the power of 2t. So c value is 3 and r value is 2. Just substitute in this equation both the r value and c value. First you substitute r value in this, and then substitute c value. Calculate c and substitute in equation number 2. This is how we are going to calculate the natural response. So next we will look at some points on forced response. So we already studied about the forced response. So once again I will show you forced response. This is due to only the input and denoted as yf of t. Yf indicates the forced response. Yf of t, it is also known as zero state response. natural response is zero input response and forced response is zero state response. So in this case we are going to make initial conditions as 0. In natural response we are making input as 0. In this key, in forced response we are making initial conditions as 0. And this particular forced response consists of two components. So one is natural response, that is yn of t, and the particular solutions. The second one is the particular solutions. So this you have to remember, the input x of t and particular solution. For constant value a you have to write k, or you have to replace it by k. Then a is equal to a into e power minus et will be replaced by k into e power minus et, and a into cos omega t plus phi can be replaced by k1 cos omega t plus k2 sin omega t. And some important points are there that I have summarized here. So if input is x of t, so if the input is given like a into e to the power of at in this form, if it is in this form, you just have to write the particular solution like this. The particular solution is like this. This is a suitable particular solution for input a into e power minus at. Look at this. So if you are getting the input in this form, you just replace a into e power of minus at by k into e power at. That is what the first note is. The next note is, if the natural response consists of a term e to the power of minus at and t into e to the power of minus at, then for input x of t is equal to e power minus at, the particular solution is the form yp of t is equal to k into kt square e to the power of minus at. It's just a combination of both the values, the particular solutions. You just have to consider the input values and the actual values. So that is your particular solution in a natural response, or particular solution in terms of the forced response. So you just remember these 2 points. So we're going to explain this point and this point in problem. Thank you.